Hello my friends, it's Gabriel with the Last Huntsman channel. It's been a little while. Been just busy doing stuff on the farm, getting house all set up and all that good stuff. But I'm out here at my new spot actually. I've been working on a new shelter. I may or may not post a video on me constructing it. It's kind of hard to construct and film at the same time. But today I'm just going to be doing a quick little blade review on a knife that I've really been liking to EDC and carry out here in the bush with me, and that is the Becker BK16. Now this ain't some new knife or anything like that. Everybody's kind of known about this for a while, but you know, I kind of jumped right on the Esee bandwagon, and for a long time I've kind of was curious about this one, and after trying it, there's a lot of things that I really like about it. As you can tell, this is not the factory model here. I've heavily modified this. I've done some custom work to it. I've darkened the scales, did some patina to it. And the sheath, obviously everybody's seen the videos. They're, you know, pretty bad out of the box. So I have a Armatus Carry Solutions sheath for this, and I use it for my EDC, and I will be providing a link to their site as well as a coupon code that is a promotion from my channel. So stay tuned, let's check out this knife. The test I'm going to be trying out here with my Becker BK16 is I'm going to be doing some tip testing and stabbing testing. Got a log down here, test this out. Now this is always the part that makes everybody want to cringe, including myself, but I feel any decent knife should be able to do just a little bit of abusive testing here. So I'm going to be doing a fire here with my modified Becker BK16. I do have a 90-degree spine on this one, but first of all, I'm going to get me some wood. Shut up, Crow! Nobody likes you. Cedar batons pretty easily, even with a small knife like the Becker BK16 here. As far, I'm really liking this knife. My lady got me this for a Christmas present because I've always wanted to try it compared to my Esee, and I have to say I'm quite impressed. right off the bat, I know this is a 4-inch blade basically, and there's no way it's going to really chop, especially through anything like that. But I'm just kind of curious what it can do, and I like to test, you know, every aspect of a blade. So I'm just going to probably rear back on the handle knife a little bit, do some chopping here, just see what this blade can do. Not a whole lot, huh? Especially with this hardwood. But all right, so I got this stake here with some limbs on it. I'm gonna be using my little handy Becker BK16 here. Just gonna do some light chopping with this. Just pop these limbs right off. And as you can see, for a light little task like this knife works really well. That's why I like the EDC a blade about this size, whether it be my Esee 4 or BK16 or 17 or something along those lines, is because I feel like this size is kind of bare minimum for if you ever do get out in God's green earth, that you can do a lot of tasks with it. Alright, so another test I'm going to be trying with this is I'm going to make me some notches here. And, you know, use your imagination on what you would use in one of these notches for. But I'm going to start off with a square notch here. Kind of being tedious to get out of there. There's a knot in there, that's why. Not impeding upon my notch. As you can see, it makes a fairly decent little square notch. This is a great handy little blade. The more I use this knife, the more I like it. Now, can I ever say it's like a 100% replacement for my Esee 4? Well, I'm going to be totally honest. It's close. There's certain things I like about the Esee 4, and there's certain things I like about the BK16. And I'll explain that in just a minute. Let's just do a regular notch here. This is like something you'd use for steaks or whatever. Yeah, works just fine. Another task I'm going to be testing with this knife here is how well can this knife be used as a EDC tactical soldier blade type of thing. And in my opinion, just, you know, trying it out for myself and carrying it on me, I think it's pretty good, just for its size and weight stuff. But I'm gonna I got this kind of floppy pole here. I'm not gonna do me a new beating tree like I had at the old place, but I'm gonna test this out. We'll just kind of see how quick in hand I could keep it within my center. So. Well, that's pretty well, I think. Let's evaluate some of the damage here. So, yes, obviously the Becker BK16 can make one hell of a tactical EDC knife if you need it to be. Alright, so another task I'm going to be testing with this is the pommel. Now, Esee has a pommel as well, an exposed tang pommel, but this one actually kind of has more of a robust, hammered style pommel. I'm going to just test it and see what kind of damage I can do, kind of give this tree a attitude readjustment, because sometimes that's what pommels are for. As you can see, does some pretty decent damage with nothing but a pommel. Right, so one thing that draws me to knives like the BK16 or the Esee or knives of that size is I like to carry a fixed blade knife on my person every day. It's part of my EDC loadout. So the reason why I like that size though is because, as you can see, you can't even see it on me. I could conceal carry this knife. I could carry it with my Glock 26. I got my pocket knife, got my flashlight, my Leatherman lighter, phone, all that good stuff. And even off here to the side, Becker BK16. And so I could have a tactical slash bushcrafty fixed blade on my person at all times, and people always talks about a survival situation or a SHTF situation, but usually if you look at documented cases where people runs into those problems, the only gear they have is the gear that they have on them. They don't have a chance to go get their bug out bag and dig it out of their closet and take 2 hours to put it all together before they go somewhere. Their truck breaks down, they're way out in the middle of nowhere or something like that, and what they have on them is their gear. And so I think, Hank, having a fixed blade on your person like this is actually very valuable to have. Alright, so this has kind of always been the ultimate rivalry between these two blades. There's probably 100 videos on YouTube on, BK16 versus Esee or Esee versus BK16, and this one's better in this way, and this one's better than in this way. I'm just going to summarize this in a real quick way. Out of the box, 100%, the Esee is better. It comes with a better sheath, it has better grips, all that good stuff. However, if you're willing to do any kind of modifications to it, which I obviously like to do with both of them, then it kind of blurs the waters a little bit. For just pure EDC, for like a pure tactical EDC blade, I'm going to actually kind of lean on the Esee a little bit. The reason being is the guard is a little better, so it wants to lock in your hand a little bit. And as you can see, it's not as long overall. And so with that being said, it kind of makes it a little more comfortable to EDC. It doesn't ride so high up into your ribs, which some people would say, oh, just wear a lower clip or whatever, but then it doesn't conceal as well. So this one is a little better for just pure EDC and conceal carry. However, this one, in some ways, the ergonomics, for just a pure work knife, the ergonomics on this handle works better in some ways. Even though the guard is not quite as pronounced, so it's not quite as secure in your hand, but I'm not real worried about it. The major thing that I think that sets this knife apart from the Esee is the thickness. This is a 5/32 thick blade, and this is a 3/16. And now, while some people would say, well, there's not really that big of a difference, using these two blades, which are almost identical in width, this one I feel is a better slicer and does your more camp task better than the SE4. The SE4, I think, would have actually been a much better knife if they made it in 5/32 thick steel instead of 3/16. 3/16, in my opinion, is a little on the thick side for this short of a knife. I think this SE4 would have been much better served with a thinner steel on it. That's just my quick take on it. Well, my friends, I've been testing out this BK16. My overall impressions is I like this knife. There is not really a Becker knife that I've gotten that I don't like. I would say out of all of them, this one's one of my favorite. This one and the BK7 are like on the equal same scale. I like them both. Are they better than the Esees? I think they're pretty well in line. I think the Esee has probably a little better warranty, but other than that, you know, I think they're both really great knives. I'm kind of lean more towards the Esees overall, but you know, I like these Beckers a lot too. So if you are looking for a Becker BK16 but kind of questioning whether or not, you know, you should get one, yeah, get one. Just know that I think they are complete crap out of the box. So that's why I didn't even show it out of the box, is because, you know, there's already 100 videos on that and everybody comes to the same consensus that they are kind of crap. So there's no sense in showing that. So I am showing you what mine is and what it can be. And when you make come to your own liking, which I think is what a Becker knife is meant to be, then they can be great. And so I guess overall this is a great knife. I like it. I still EDC it. I switch it out with my SE4. I like them both. You know, if you told me, hey, you have to pick one, you know, which one, you know, that'd be a hard choice for me to do, really, honestly, because I like them both. But with all that being said, be prepared both physically and spiritually. God bless, and carry on.